afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you and welcome to the final act, the Norwood High School and Middle School, or rather Norwood City Schools District Fine Arts Expo. On behalf of the Norwood Theatrical Group, we are so delighted to have you here for this afternoon's performance of Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. Before we begin, we would like to cover just a couple of quick ground rules with you. Number one, if you have any cell phones, please take the time to make sure they are silenced now. Our actors are very easily frightened by loud noises, and we would not want them scared off stage. Please, it's very, very difficult to bring them back out. Number two, should you have any crying children, please make sure you're able to silence them too. But rather, prevent them from roaming onto our chalked out paths, as we will have our actors moving throughout these zones during production to make their way in the ground to surround you, our delightful audience. That brings us to our next rule. Please be sure that you are either seated on the concrete or up to stretch this way beyond this part of the concrete, as we will have some actors up here in our lead space and throughout areas. And make sure that you are ready to shift your chairs for optimal viewing. Next up, during your visit, we will be opening the doors to the middle school, if they are not currently open, they may not be, in order for you to access the restrooms, should you need to. But until then, I believe they are still locked off? Question mark? Main door is open. You heard it here, folks. Okay, lastly, as this is an open air production, we greatly encourage you to get involved in the action. If we make you laugh, smile, give us a hoot and holler. If we make you sad, shed a tear with the actors. We are here for your pleasure, and it would be no greater honor than to have you by our sides throughout the duration of this production. Once again, on behalf of the Norwood Theatrical Group, welcome and enjoy.
I learned in this letter that Don Pedro of Aragon comes this night to Messina.
He was not released off when I left him.
How many gentlemen hath he lost in this action?
But a few of any sort, but none of name.
The victory is twice itself when the achiever brings home full numbers. I find here that Don Pedro hath bestowed much honor on a young Florentine called Claudio.
Much pleasure on his part. Greatly remembered by Don Pedro. Now, born of prominent age, doing a figure of a lamb, a feast of a lion.
He hath an uncle here in Messina. Will be very much glad of it.
I pray you, has Senor Montado returned from the wars, or no?
I know none of that namely.
What is he that you ask of, niece?
My cousin means Senor Benedict of Padua.
Oh yes, he's returned, not as pleasant as ever he was.
He set up his bills here in Messina and challenged Cupid at the flight. And my uncle's fool. Reading the challenge, subscribed to the Cupid and challenged him at the bowl burnt. I pray you, how many hath he killed and eaten in these wars? But how many hath he killed? For indeed, I promise to eat all of his killing.
Faith, niece, you tax Senor Benedict too much, but he'll be me with you, I doubt it not.
Has done good service leading in these wars, and a good soldier too.
And a good soldier to a lady, but what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord, a man to a man, stuff it all on the ferocious.
It is so indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man. But for the stuffing, well, we are all mortal.
You must not, sir, mistake my niece. There is a merry war betwixt Senor Benedict and her. They never meet, but there is a skirmish of wit between them.
Alas, he gets nothing by that. In our last conflict, bore him his 5 wits when halting off, and now is the whole man governed with one. Who is his companion? He hath every month a new sworn brother.
Is that possible?
Very easily possible. He wears his faith but as the fashion of his hat. It ever changes with the next block.
I see, lady. Jim is not in your books.
No, and he were, I would burn my study. But who is his companion? Is there no young square that will make a voyage with him to the devil?
He's in the right noble company of Claudio.
Oh, Lord, he will hang upon him like a disease. God help the noble Claudio. If he have caught the Benedict, it will cost him £1,000 ere he be cured.
I will hold friends with you, lady.
Do, good friend.
You will never run mad, niece.
No, not till hot January.
Don Pedro's approach.
Good Senor Leonardo, have you come to meet your trouble? The fashion of the world is to avoid cost, yet to encounter it.
Never came trouble to my house in the likes of your grace. The trouble being gone, comforts remain. But when you depart from me, sorrow abides and happiness takes its leave.
You embrace your charge too willingly. Think this is your daughter?
Her mother hath many times told me so.
Were you in doubt, sir, that you asked her?
Senor Benedict, no, for then you were a child.
You have it for Benedict. We may guess by what you are being a man. Truly the lady's father herself. Be happy, lady, for you are like an honorable father.
If Signor Leonardo be her father, she would not have his head on her shoulders for all of Messina, as like him as she is.
I wonder you would still be talking, Signor Benedict. Nobody marks you.
Why, my dear Lady Disdain, are you yet living?
Is it possible Disdain should die when she has such meat food to feed on as Signor Benedict?
But it is certain I am beloved of all ladies, only you excepted. And I would I could find in my heart that I had not a hard heart, for truly, I loved none.
Dear happiness to women, they would else have been troubled with the pernicious suitor. I thank God in my cold blood I am of your humor for that. I'd rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
God keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other shall scape a predestined scratched face.
Scratching could not make it worse for such a face as yours were.
Ooh, well, you are a rare parent, teacher.
A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
I would my horse had the speed of your tongue and so good a continuer, but keep your way. In God's name I have done.
You always end with a jade's trick. I know you of old.
This is the sum of all, Leonardo. Senor Claudio, Senor Benedict, my dear friend Leonardo has invited you all. And tell me we shall stay at least a month. He prays some occasion may detain us longer. Swear he is no hypocrite, but prays from his heart.
If you swear it, my lord, you should not be forsworn. Let me bid you welcome, my lord, being reconciled to the prince, your brother. I owe you all duty.
I thank you. I'm not many words, but I thank you.
Please, your grace, lead on.
You're here, Leonardo. We shall go together.
Benedict, didst thou know the daughter of Signor Leonardo?
I noted her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Do you question me as an honest man should do for my simple true judgment? Or would you have me speak after my custom as a professed tyrant to their sex?
No, I pray thee speak in sober judgment.
Only this commendation I can afford her, that were she other than she is, she were unhandsome, and being no other but as she is, I do not like her.
Thou thinkest I am in sport. I pray thee tell me truly how thou likest it.
Would you buy her, that you inquire after her?
Can the world buy such a jewel?
Yea, and a case to put it into. But speak you this with a sad brow? Ugh. Come, what key shall a man take you to go in the song?
In mine eyes she is the sweetest lady that ever I looked on.
I can see yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. Now, there's her cousin, and were she not possessed with a fury, exceeds her as much in beauty as the 1st of May doth the last of December. But I hope you have no intent to turn husband, have you?
I would scarce trust myself, though I had sworn the contrary, if Hero would be my wife.
So come to this, shall I never see a bachelor of 80 again? Go to it, faith, and if thou wilt needs, thrust thy neck in the yoke, wear the print of it, and sigh away Sundays. Look, Don Pedro is returned to seek you.
What secret hath held you here that you follow not to Leonardo?
I would your grace would constrain me to tell.
A triclean and thy allegiance.
You hear, Count Claudio, I can be as secret as a dumb man. I would have you think so, but on my allegiance mark you this. On my allegiance, he is in love. With who? Now, that is your grace's part. Mark how short his answer is. With Hero, Leonardo's short daughter.
If this were so, so were it uttered.
Well, if you love her, for the lady is very well worthy.
You merely speak this to fetch him in, my lord.
By my troth, I speak my thought.
And in faith I spoke mine.
By my two faiths and troths, my lord, I spoke
But
mine.
I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
That I neither feel how she should be loved, nor know how she should be worthy, is the opinion that fire cannot melt out of me. I will die in it at the stake.
I was an obstinate heretic in the spite of beauty.
And can never maintain his part but in the force of his will.
That a woman conceived me, I thank her. That she brought me up, I likewise give her most humble thanks. But that I will have her cheek winded in my forehead, or hang my bugle, an invisible baldric, all women shall pardon me. I will not do them the wrong to mistrust any. I will do myself the right to trust none. And the fine is, for the which I may go the finer, I will live a bachelor.
I shall see thee ere I die, pale with love.
With anger, with sickness, or with hunger, my lord, not with love.
Well, if thou ever fall from this faith, it will prove a notable argument.
If I do, hang me in a bottle like a cat and shoot at me, and he that hits me, let him be clapped on the shoulder and called Adam.
Well, in the hours, I will temporize no further. Signor Benedict, commend me to Leonardo's and tell him I will not spare him with supper, for he has made a great preparation.
I had almost matter enough in me for such an embassage, and so I commit you.
To the tuition of God from my house if I had had it.
The 6th of July, your loving friend Benedict.
Nay, mock not. Ere you flout old ends any further. Thus examine your conscience, and so I leave you.
My liege, your highness not may do me good.
My love is fun to teach and teach about how, and thou shalt see how apt it is to learn any hard lesson that may do thee good.
Hath Leonardo any son, my lord?
No child but hear him, she's his only heir. Dost thou affect her, Claudio?
When you went upon the end of action, I looked at her with the soldier's eye, but had a rougher task at hand than to drive liking to the name of love. But now I'm returned, and the war thoughts have left their empty rooms vacant. But come thronging softly, all delicate desires, prompting me how fair young hero is, saying I liked her ere I went to wars.
Thou dost love fair hero, cherish it, and I will break with her. What's not to this end that thou begins to twist so fine a story?
How sweetly you do minister the love. I would have salved it with a longer treatise.
Beneath the bridge much broader than a flood. I know we shall have revelling tonight. I will assume some part in some disguise until fear I am Claudio. Then in her bosom claps my heart. Then to conclude, she shall be thine. Let us put it presently.
How now, brother? Where's my cousin, your son? Hath he provided the music?
He's very busy about it, but brother, I can tell you news that you get your not of.
Are they good?
As the events stamp them, but they have good cover. They show well outward. The prince and Count Claudio walking in a thick pleached alley in mine orchard, where thus overheard by a man of mine. The prince discovered to Claudio that he loved my niece, your daughter, and meant to acknowledge it this night in a dance. And if he found her accordant, he meant to take the present time by the top and instantly break you of it.
Hath the fellow any wit that told you this?
A good sharp fellow. I will send for him and question him yourself.
No. We will hold a dream till it appear itself, but I will acquaint my daughter with all, so that she may better be prepared for an answer if peradventure this be true. Go you and tell her.
What the good here, my lord? Why are you thus out of measure sad?
There's no measure in the occasion that breathes. Therefore the silence is without limits.
You should hear reason.
And when I've heard it, what blessing brings forth?
Not a pleasant remedy, then a patient sufferance.
I cannot hide where I am. I must be sad when I have cause, and smile at no man's jest. Eat when I have stomach, and tend to no man's business. Sleep when I am drowsy, and wait for no man's leisure. Laugh when I am merry, and call no man in humor.
Does not make full show of this until you can do it without controlment. You have lately outstood your brother, he has newly tamed you unto his new grace. Were it be impossible for you to make new rule of the weather you show yourself?
I'd rather be a kinger in a hedge than a rose in a strait. It better fits my blood to be stained bald than fast and carrot to rob love from envy.
You may know yourself your discontent.
I did only. Who comes here? What is it, Roger?
Come yonder from a great supper. The prince, your brother, was really entertained by Leonardo, and I can give intelligence of an intended marriage.
Will it serve model for me to build mischief on?
Yeah, but you must know who is being married. Mary is your brother's right hand.
Who, the most exquisite Claudio?
Even he. But you must know which way he looks. Mary, he looks upon Hero, the daughter and heir of Leonardo.
Very for a merchant. And two. How come came you to this?
Being entertained as a perfume, as I was smoking in musty room, comes me, the Prince and Claudio, hand in hand in sad conference. I went behind the hours, and there I heard it agreed upon that the prince shall woo Hero for himself, and having obtained Hero, give Hero to Count Claudio.
Come, let's to supper. This may prove food to my displeasure, that the young startup hath gained all its fame from my overthrow.
Wait upon your lordship.
To the death, my lord.
Saw Count John here at supper? I saw him not. How tartly that gentleman looks. I never can see him, but I am heartburned an hour after. He is of a very melancholy disposition. He were an excellent man that was just in the midway between himself and Benedict. The one, you like an image, it says nothing. The other, you like my lady's eldest son, ever was Adam. Woman,
John's mouth, perhaps Count John's melancholy in Signor Benedict's face. With a good leg and a good foot, uncle, and money enough in his purse, such a man could win any woman in the world, if he could get her goodwill. By my troth, niece, thou would never get thee a husband if thou be so shrewd with thy tongue.
In faith, she's too cursed. Too cursed is more than curse. I shall lessen God sending that way. For it is said, God sends a cursed cow short horns, but a cow too cursed, he sends none.
So, by being too cursed, God will send thee no horns.
Just as he will send me no husband, for the which blessing I'm on my knees every morning and evening. Lord, I cannot endure a husband with a beard on his face. I'd rather lie in the wood.
You may light on a husband that hath no beard.
What should I do with him? Dress him in my apparel, making my way to gentlewoman. He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. And he that is more than a youth, he is not for me. And he that is less than a man, I am not for him. Therefore, I will even take 6 pence and urge the bear herd and lead his apes into hell.
Well then, go you into hell.
No, uncle, but to the gate. And there will the devil meet me and say, Get you to heaven, Beatrice, get you to heaven. Here's no place for you maids. So deliver I up my apes and away to St. Peter. In the heavens, he shows me where the bachelors sit, and there live we, as merry as the day is long.
Well, niece, I trust you will be ruled by your father.
Yes, faith. It is my cousin's duty to make a curtsy and say, Father, as it please you. Yet, for all that, cousin, let him be a handsome fellow. Else make another curtsy and say, Father, as it please me.
Well, niece, I hope to see you one day fitted with a husband.
Not till God make men out of some other metal than earth. We're not for evil ones be overmastered by a piece of valiant dust. No, uncle, I'll none. Adam's sons are my brethren. And truly, I hold it a sin to match my kindred.
Well, daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you in that kind, you know your answer. The revelers are entering, brother. Make good road.
Good evening. Lady, will you walk about with your friends?
So you walk softly and look sweetly and say nothing. I'm yours for the walk, especially when I walk away.
With me in your company?
I may say so when I please.
And will you please to say so?
For when I like your favor, for God defend the lute should be like the case.
My visor is full of man's roof in this house of Job.
Or then your visor should be thatched.
Speak love, you speak love.
Well, I would you did like me.
So for are not I, for your own sake, for I have many ill qualities.
Which is what?
I say my prayers aloud.
I love you the better. The hearers may cry, Amen.
God, match me with a good dancer.
Amen.
I know you well enough. You are Signor Antonio.
I am not.
I know you by the waggle of your head.
To tell you true, I counterfeit.
Oh, you you cannot do the man so ill will, unless you were the very man. Here's his dry hand up and down. You are he, you are he.
At a word, I am not.
Come, do you think I know you're not by your excellent wit? Can virtue hide itself? Go to, mum, you are he, graces will appear, and there's an end. Will you not tell me who told you so? No, you shall pardon me. Nor will you tell me who you are. Not now. That I was disdainful, and that I had my good wit out of 100 merry tales. Well, this was Signor Benedict that said so.
Woo! What's he?
I'm sure you know him well enough.
Not I, believe me.
Did he never make you laugh?
I pray you, what is he?
Why, he is the prince's jester. A very dull fool. His only gift is in devising impossible slanders. None but libertines delight in him, and the condemnation is not in his wit, but his villainy, for he but pleases men and angers them, and then they laugh at him and beat him.
When I know the gentleman, I'll tell him what you say.
Do. Put a break comparison or two on me, which, peradventure, not marked nor laughed at, strikes him into melancholy. Oh. And then there's a thing saved to the fool eat no supper that night. We must follow the leaders.
It is a good thing.
Nay, they lead to any ill. I'll leave them at the next turning.
Troy brothers Amherst on Hero, and after John Father's break with him about it, Blaze followed her, and but one visor remains.
That is Claudio. I know him by his bearing.
Are not you Signor Benedict?
You know me well. I am he.
Signor, you're bearing near my brother in his love. He is enamored on Hero. I pray you dissuade him from her. You must lose part of an honest man in it.
How know you he loves her?
I heard him express affection.
So did I too, and that he would marry her tonight.
Come, let us to the banquet.
Thus ends arrived with the name of Benedict, but I hear this ill news with the ears of Claudio. 'Tis certain so, the prince rues for himself. Friendship is constant in all other things, save in the opposite affairs of love. Therefore, all hearts in love use their own tongues. Let every eye negotiate for itself, and trust no agent. For beauty is a witch, against whose charms faith melts in the blood. This is an action of hourly proof which I mistrusted not. Farewell, therefore, hero.
Count Claudia!
Yea, the same.
Come, will you go with me?
Whither?
Even to the next pillow about your business, Count. Oh, what fashion will you wear the garland of? About your neck, like an usher's chain, or under your arm like a lieutenant's scarf. But you must wear it one way, for the prince hath got your hero.
I wish him joy, Victor.
Spoken like an honest drover, so they sell bullocks.
I pray you leave me.
Oh, now you strike like the blind man. 'Twas the boy that stole your meat, and you'll beat the post.
If it will not be, I'll leave you.
Lass, poor hurt fowl. Now they creep into sedges. But that my lady Beatrice should know me, and not know me. The prince is fool. It may be I go under that title because I am married. Yea. So I'm apt to do myself wrong. I'm not so reputed. It is the base, though bitter, disposition of Beatrice that puts the world into her person. and so gives me out. Well, I'll be revenged as I may. Trump, my lord, I have played the part of Lady Fame. I found him here as melancholy as a lodge in a war. And I told him, and I think I told him true, that your grace had got the goodwill of this young lady, and I offered him my company to a willow tree, either to make him a garland as being forsaken, or to bind him up a rod as being worthy to be whipped.
To be whipped? What's his fault?
The flat transgression of a schoolboy who, being overjoyed with finding a bird's nest, shows it his companion, and he steals it.
Does thou make a transgression? The transgression is in the stealer.
Yet it had not been amiss, the rod had been made, and the garland too. For the garland he would have worn himself. The rod would have bestowed on you, who, as I take it, have stolen his bird's nest.
I will but teach them to sing and restore them to the owner.
If their singing answer your saying, by my faith, you say honestly.
The Lady Beatrice has a quarrel with you too. The gentleman that danced with her said she was very much wronged by you.
She misused me past the endurance of a block. My very visor began to assume life and scope with her. She told me, not thinking I had been myself, that I was the prince's jester. I was duller than a great thaw, huddling jest upon jest with such impossible conveyance that I stood like a man at a mark with a whole army shooting at me. She speaks poniards every word. Stabs.
Oh, look, here she comes.
Will your grace command me any service to the world, and I will go on the slightest expedition now to the Antipodes that you can devise to send me on. I will go. I will fetch you a toothpicker from the furthest inch of Asia. Do you any embassage to the pygmies rather than hold 3 words conference with this harpy? You have no employment for me.
None but to desire your good company.
Oh, God, sir. Here's a dish I love not. Cannot endure my lady tongue.
Come, lady, you have lost the heart of Signor Benedict.
Indeed, my lord. He lent it to me a while, and I gave him use for it, a double heart for a single one. Marry, once before he wanted me with false dice. Therefore, your grace may well say I have lost it.
You have put him down, lady. You have put him down.
So I would he should not do me, my lord, lest I should prove the mother of fools. I brought Count Claudio, whom you sent me to seek.
And now, Count, wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
Been sick?
Neither, my lord.
The Count is neither sad, nor sick, nor merry, nor well, but Sybil Count. Sybil is an orange, and something of that jealous complexion.
I think you're blazing to be true, lady. But if this be so, say it is false. Here, Claudio, I have wooed and died with name, and good hero is one. I have broke with his father, and his goodwill obtained. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Count, take of me my daughter, and with her my fortunes. His grace hath made his match, and all grace say amen to him.
Speak, Count, 'tis your cue.
Silence is but the perfectest herald of joy. I were but little happy if I could say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours, if you dote upon me.
Speak, cousin, or if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss and let him not speak neither.
Lady, you have a merry heart.
Yea, my lord, I thank it, poor fool, that keeps on the windy side of care. My cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
And so she doth, cousin.
Good Lord, for an alliance! Thus goes everyone in the world but I. And I am sunburnt. I may sit in the corner and cry, hey, hey, for a husband!
Lady Beatrice, I will get you one.
I'd rather have one of your father's getting. Not your grace never a brother like you. Your father got excellent husbands to make come by them.
You have me then.
Not unless I could have another for the working days. Your grace is too costly to wear every day. But I beseech your grace to pardon me. I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
Your silence most offends me, but that fits you the best, for you were born at a merry hour.
No
in her, my lord. She is never sad when she sleeps, and not ever sad then. For I have heard my daughter say she hath often dreamt of unhappiness, and waked herself with laughing.
You cannot bear to hear the tale of her husband.
Oh, by no means. She mocks all her wooers out of suit.
She's an excellent wife for Benedict.
Oh, Lord, my lord. If they are but a week married, they will talk themselves mad.
How now, Count? We mean for you to go to church.
Tomorrow, my lord. Love goes on crutches till love is all its rights.
Not till Monday, my dear son, which is hence just the 7th night, and a time too brief, too, to have all things answered my mind.
Take too long of breathing. We will undo one of Hercules' acts and bring Benedict and Beatrice into a mountain of affection. With your two helps, I shall show you direction.
My lord, I am for you, though it cost me 10 nights' watchings.
And I too.
Are you too, gentle hero?
I will do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin to a good husband.
Benedict is not the greatest man I know, but with his quick wit and his queasy stomach, he shall fall in love with Beatrice. Come, and I shall show you my drift.
It is so. Count Claudius shall marry the daughter of Leonard.
Yeah, my lord. But I can cross it.
Any bar, any cross, any impediment shall be met suitable to me.
I believe I told your lordship a year since how much I'm in favor of the waiting gentleman Margaret.
I remember.
I can't, at any unseasonable instance of the night, appoint her to look out our lady chamber's window.
Was there model for me to go next upon?
Yea, but there is proof that he hath poison into him. Go to the prince, your brother, spare not to tell him he hath wronged his honor in marrying the renowned Claudio, whose estimation do you mildly hold such a contaminated stale such as hero.
Well, I think that death is marriage.
There'll be proof enough to misuse the prince, to vex Claudio, to undo hero, and to kill Leonardo. Look you any issue?
None.
Go then. Find me a meet out to draw the Don Pedro and the Count Claudio alone. Tell them that you know hero loves me. Tend a kind of zeal both to the prince and Claudio, as in your love for the prince's honor who hath arranged this match, and his friend's reputation, which is likely to be cousin to the semblance of a maid. Offer them instances which shall bear no less likelihood at meeting in the orchard, bearing that before the wedding. Hear me call Margaret hero, hear Margaret turn me Claudio, having me in the orchard right before the wedding.
I shall presently go on the day of marriage.
Go then, be constant in your accusation. My cunning shall not fail me.
Senor, my chamber window lies closed. Read it in the orchard. I'm already there. I know that, but I was happy hence and here again.
I do much wonder that one man, seeing how much another man is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. Such a man is Claudio. I have known when there was no music with him but the drum and the pipe, and now had he rather hear the tabor and the pipe. Known when he would have walked 10 miles afoot to see a good armor, and now had he rather lie 10 nights awake carving the fashion of a new doublet. Want to speak plain and to the purpose like an honest man and a soldier. And now, is he turned orthography? His words are a very fantastical banquet to so many great dishes.
I noticed.
I be so converted? And see with these eyes? No, I cannot tell. I think not. I'll not be sworn, but love may transform me to an oyster. Yeah. But I'll take my oath on it till he have made an oyster of me. Shall never make me such a fool. One woman is wise, yet I'm well. Another is fair, yet I'm well. Another virtuous, yet I'm well. But till all graces be in one woman. Yeah. One woman shall not come in my grace. Rich she shall be, yeah? That's certain. Wise or unvirtuous, or I'll never cheapen her fair. I'll not look on her mild, or come not near me. Noble, not I for an angel, of good discourse, an excellent musician, and her hair shall be...
No.
Of what color it please God? The prance and monsieur love will hide me in the arbor.
What was you told me today that your niece Beatrice was the lowest singer Benedict?
Oh, aye, suck on. The bell six. I did never think that lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither. Most wonderful that she so doted upon Signor Benedict, whom she hath in all hours of beggars seemed ever to avoid.
Is it possible? Since the wind did not chronicle.
I cannot tell to think of it that she loves him with an enraged affection.
Maybe she doth but counterfeit.
Faith, like enough.
Never was counterfeit passion came so near life of passion as she discovers it.
Why? What affects the passion shows she?
What affects, my lord? She will sit you... You heard my daughter tell you how?
Oh, she did indeed.
How? How, I pray? You amaze me. I would have thought her spirit been invincible against all the sides of affection.
I would have sworn I had, my lord, especially against Benedict.
Has she made her affection known to Benedict?
No, swear she never will.
Surely, says she, so often can only school to write him that I love him.
This says she when she's beginning to write it. For she'll be up 20 times a night. And there she's sitting her smock till she have read a sheet of paper. My daughter tells us all. Oh, she tore the letter into 1,000 halfpence. Railed to herself that she should be so immodest as to write to one she knew would flout her. I measure him, says she, by my own spirits, for I should flout him if he writ to me, yea, though I love him I should.
Then down upon her knees she falls, beats her heart, tears her hair, prays, curses. Oh, sweet Benedict, God give me patience.
The ecstasy has so much overborne her that my daughter sometimes feared she would do a desperate outrage to herself.
But good that Benedict known of it by some other, for she will not discover it.
To what end, my lord? You would make but a sport of it and torment the poor lady worse.
And she should. And we're in arms to hang him. She is a sweet and excellent lady, and out of all suspicion, she is virtuous,
And she's exceeding wise.
and everything but loving Benedict.
Hey! I am sorry for her, as I have just caused being her uncle and her guardian.
I wish she had bestowed this dotage upon me, and what a death all other respects he made her have myself. Pray you tell Benedict to hear what he was saying.
Were it good, think you?
Never tell, my lord. Let her wear it out with good counsel.
Yes, you should. If you were to make tender of her love, it's possible he'll scorn it. For the man, as we all know, has a contemptible spirit.
He is a very proper man.
He does indeed show a good outward happiness.
And before God, on my mind, very wise.
Does indeed show some sparks like wit.
Hey!
And valiant.
In the managing of quarrels, I assure you, you may say he is wise, for either he avoids them with a great discretion or undertakes them with a Christian-like fear. Well, my heart is sorry for your niece. Should we go tell her Benedict's love?
Never tell, my lord. You make what a sport of being tormented before lady works.
Hey, that's impossible. She may wear her heart out.
I love Benedict well. She would modestly examine himself to see how unworthy he is so good a lady.
You do not dote upon this? I will never trust my expectations.
Let there be the same net prepared for her, your daughter, and her gentlewoman, Carrie. The spurt will be when they hold one's opinions on another's dotage. That would be their merely gumption, I would say. Let us enter the column for dinner.
This can be no trick! The conference was sadly born. They have the truth of this from Hero. They seem to pity the lady. It seems her affections have their full bent to love me. Why, it must be requited! But I hear how I'm censured. They say I will bear myself proudly if I perceive the love come from her. I must not seem proud. Happy are they that hear their detractions and put them to mending. They say the lady is fair. 'Tis a truth, I can bear them witness. And virtuous, 'tis so, I cannot reprove it. And wise, but by my troth, in loving me, it is no addition to her wit, nor no great argument of her folly, for I will be horribly in love with her. I may chance have some odd quirks and remnants of wit broken on me because I have railed so long against marriage, but shall quips and sentences in these paper bullets of the brain awe a man from the career of his humor? No! The world must be peopled. When I said I would die a bachelor, did not think I would live till I were married. Here comes Beatrice. By this day, she's a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I'm sent to bid you come in to dinner.
Fair Beatrice, I thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than pains you took to thank me. If they were painful, I would not have come.
You take pleasure, then, in the message.
Yea, just so much as you might take upon a knife's point and choke a dog whistle. You have no stomach, senor? Very well.
Against my will, I'm sent to bid you come in to dinner. Ooh. There's a double meaning in the at. I took no more pains for those thanks than you took pains to thank me. That's as much to say, any pains I take for you is as easy as thanks. If I do not take pity of her, I'm a villain. If I do not love her, I'm cruel. I will go get her picture.
Just as our father, my cousin Beatrice, told Prince and Claudio. Whisper her ear and tell her I and Ursula walked in the orchard, and that her whole discourse is all of her. And bid her steal into the pleated bower, where honeysuckles ripened by the sun, forbid the sun to enter. There will she hide her, to listen or propose. This is my office, fare thee well in it, and leave us alone.
I will make her come. I warrant you presently.
Now, Ursula, as we do, trace this alley up and down. When I do name him, let it be thy part to praise Benedict more than ever man did merit. My talk to thee must be how Benedict is sick in love with Beatrice. Now begin, for look, our Beatrice like the laughing ones close by the ground. Do you hear our conference? The pleasantest angling is to see the fish cut with her golden oars the silver stream.
greedily devours the treacherous bait. So angle we for Beatrice, even now, is couched in the woodbine coverture. Fear you not my part of the dialogue.
Then going near her, and her ear lose nothing of the false sweet bait we lay for it. No, truly our Celeste's too disdainful. Her spirits are as fond and wild as haggard than the rock.
But are you sure that Benedict loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince and my new father's lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
They did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them, if they love Benedict, to wish him wrestle with affection, and never to let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full as fortunate a bed as ever Beatrice shall couch upon?
Oh, God of love, I know he does deserve as much as may be yielded to a man, but nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. Disdain and scorn, right sparkling in her eyes, misprizing what they look on, and her wits valued themselves so highly that to her all matter else seems weak.
So I think so, therefore, certainly we're not good, she know, with his love, lest she'll make sport at it.
Why then you speak truth. I never yet saw man how wise, how noble, young, how rarely featured, but she would spell him backward. In fair face, she would swear the gentleman should be her sister. If tall, a lantail-headed. If speaking, why a vein blown with all winds. If silent, a block moved with none. So turns she every man the wrong side out, and ever gives to which truth and merit purchaseth.
Sure, such carping is not commendable.
But who dare tell her so? If I should speak, she would mock me into air, or she would laugh me out of myself, press me to death with wit. Therefore, let Benedict, like covered fire, consume away inside, waste inwardly. It were a better death to die with mocks if they're as bad as that with tickling.
But I bid you tell her of it, madam. Hear what she will say.
No, rather I will go to Benedict and counsel him to fight against his passion. And truly, I'll devise some honest slanders to stain my cousin with.
Oh, do not do your cousin such a wrong, for she cannot be so much without true judgment, having so swift and excellent a wit as she is prized to have, as to refuse so rare a gentleman as Signor Benedict.
Indeed, he is the only man of Italy, always excepted my dear Claudio.
I pray you not be angry with me, madam. Speaking my fancy, Signor Benedict, for argument bearing, valor, and is so goes foremost through Italy.
He hath an excellent good name.
His excellence in ordinary at it. When are you to be married, madam?
Why, every day. Tomorrow? Come, go in. I'll show thee some attires and have thy counsel, which is best to furnish me tomorrow. She is staying, I warrant you. We have got her. If it proves so, loving goes by half. Some keeping to the marriage, some the traps.
What fires in mine ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt, farewell. And maiden pride adieu. No glory lives behind the backs of such. And Benedict, love on. I shall requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand. If thou dost love, my kindness shall incite thee to bind our loves up in holy band. For others say thou dost deserve, and I believe it better than accordingly.
You can stay in their newspaper. We go on for marriage.
My lord, for God's sake, man.
Nay, that would be a great service to the new gloss of your marriage. I should show a child this new coat for Baron to wear. I'll be bold with Benedict for his company, from the crown of his head to the sole of his foot. He is all mirth, and the little hangman dare not shoot at him.
Perhaps with a tongue as sound as a bell, I shall speak the words to say, Gallants, I am not as I have been.
So says I. Methinks you are sad.
I hope he be in love.
There is no true drop of blood in him touched by love. If he be sad, he wants money.
I have the toothache.
Draw it.
Hang it.
You must hang it first and draw it afterwards.
What side for the toothache?
Where is but humor or worm?
Well, everyone can master a grief, but he that has it.
Yet say I, he is in love.
If any man seen him at the barber's,
Oh no, but the barsman hath been seen with him. The ornaments of her cheek hath already stuffed tennis balls.
Indeed, he looks younger than he did by the loss of a beard.
Oh, nay, he rubs himself with civet. Can you smell him out by that?
And when does he want to wash his face?
To paint it. Or that's what the others say of him.
Nay, but his jesting spirit, which is now crept into a lute string and governed by stops.
It's the high proof of his melancholy.
Or perhaps you speak this to conclude.
He's in love.
Nay, but I know who loves him,
Worthy that knows him not.
and his ill conditions, but the spot of all ties to him.
She shall be buried with her face upwards.
Yet is this no charm for the toothache? Old Senor, walk aside with me. I've studied 8 or 9 wise words to speak to you, which these hobby horses must not hear.
To break with about Beatrice, I bet.
Here and Margaret have played their parts with Beatrice, so when the two bears meet, they will not fight.
Oh, and brother, God save you.
Good evening, brother.
If you wish to serve, I will speak with you.
In private,
To please you, if Count Claudio may hear, for what I will speak of concerns him.
what's the matter?
Needs orders to be married tomorrow.
You know he does.
I know not that, when he knows what I am.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
You may think I love you not. Let that appear hereafter.
What's the matter?
I came hither to tell you, in circumstances shortened, the lady's been too long in talking, for she is disloyal.
Who, hero?
Even she, Leonardo's hero, your hero, every man's hero.
Disloyal.
The word is too good to paint on her with ease. Think you have a worse title and outfitter to it.
If I see something against the marriage, tomorrow at the congregation, then will I shame her.
Proceed accordingly.
As far as I join for thee to obtain her, I will join thee to disgrace her.
I will not quit until you're my witnesses.
Are you good men and true?
Then also a cleavage of the salvation, body and soul.
Nay, that were punishment too good for them. They should have any legions in them being chosen for the prince's watch.
I'll give you their charge, David Argary.
First, who think you the most desertless man to be constable?
Hugh Oatcake, sir, or George Seacole, for they can write and read.
Ooh, come hither, neighbor Seacole. Oh, God hath blessed you with a good name. To be a well-favored man is the gift of fortune, but to write and read comes by nature.
Both of which, Master Constable.
You have. I knew it would be your answer. You are thought here to be the most senseless and fit man for the constable of the watch. Therefore, bear you the letter! This is your charge. You are to comprehend all vagrom men. You are to bid any man stand in the prince's name.
How if you will not stand?
Why then take no note of him, but let him go and presently call the rest of the watch together, and thank God you are rid of a knave.
If he will not stand when he is bidden, he is none of the prince's subjects.
True, and they are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. Well, you shall also make no noise in the streets, for the watch to babble and to talk is most tolerable, and not to be endured.
We'd rather sleep than talk, for you know it belongs to a watch.
You speak like an ancient and most quiet watchman, for I cannot see how sleeping should offend. Only have a care that your bills not be stolen. Well, you are to call at all the alehouses and bid those that are drunk, get them to bed.
How they will not?
Why then let them alone till they are sober?
Well, sir,
If you meet a thief. You may suspect him by virtue of your office to me. No true man. And for such kind of men, the less you meddle or make with them, why, the more is for your honesty.
if we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
Truly, by your office you may, but I think they that touch pitch will be defiled. The most peaceable way for you, if you do take a thief, is to let him show himself what he is and steal out of your company.
You've always been called a merciful man, partner.
Truly, I would not hang a dog by my will, much more a man who hath any honesty in him.
If you hear a child cry in the night, you must call to the nurse and bid her still it.
How's the nurse be asleep? It will not hear us.
Well, then depart in peace, and let the child wake her with crying, for the ewe that will not hear her lamb when it baa's will never answer a calf when he bleats.
That's very true.
Well, this is the end of the charge. You, constable, are to present the prince's own person. If you meet the prince in the night, you may stay.
Nay, by our lady, I think he cannot.
You may stay him, marry, not without the prince be willing, for the watch ought to offend no man, and it is an offense to stay a man against his will.
By our lady, I think it be true.
Well, masters, good night, and if there be any matter of great chances, call up me. Keep your fellows' counsels and your own, and good night. Come, neighbor. Oh. Ah!
Well, master, we have our charge. Let us go sit here upon the church bench till 2, then all to bed.
One word, neighbors! I pray you, watch about Signor Leonato's door, for there being the wedding there tomorrow, there is a great coil tonight. Adieu. Be vigilant, I beseech you. Ha! Conrad.
Peace, stir not.
Conrad, I say. I am back thy elbow. Ask, my elbow winched. Oh, the scab would follow.
Hold ye near for that. No quarrel with thy too.
Well, stand thee close, for in drizzle's rain, and like a true drunkard I shall unroll to thee.
Some treason, master, yet stand close.
Therefore know I have earned of Don John 1,000 ducats.
Is there any need for some villainy to be so dear?
Thou should rather ask if any villainy can be so rich. For when rich villains have need of poor ones will make for what price they live. Wonder at it. That shows that thou art unconfirmed. Thou knowest that the fashion of a head come for a doublet is nothing to me.
Yes, it is a parable.
I mean the fashion.
Yes, the fashion is the fashion.
Tush! I may as well say you the fool's a fool. But dost thou not see what a deformed thief this fashion is?
I know that deformed. He's been a vile thief this 7th year. He goes up and down like a gentleman. I remember his name.
It's thou not here, anybody?
What's the band of the house? I've shifted out of the back too.
Not so neither. But know that tonight I have wooed Margaret by the name of Hero. She bids me 1,000 times good night. I tell this tale vilely. Oh, but I should first tell thee how. My master, Prince and Papa, in Claudio, planted and placed by my master, saw this amiable encounter in the orchard.
Thought that Margaret was hero.
2 of them did, the Prince and Claudio. Oh no, this masterful plan, when they saw me court Margaret in Hero's garments, shall leave hero without a husband.
I told you the princess name! Stop! Oh, great Master Constable! We have here recovered the most dangerous piece of poetry that ever was known in the Commonwealth. I know that
Masters, never speak, we charge you. Let us obey you to go with us.
You're like to prove a goodly commodity, do you think?
The commodity in question. Come, we will obey you.
Good, Ursula. Wake my cousin Beatrice and desire her to rise.
I will, lady.
And bid her come hither.
Well,
By my troth, I think your other rubato were better. 'Tis not so good, and I warrant your cousin will say so.
My cousin's a fool, and thou art another. I'll wear none but this.
I like the new tire within excellently, and the gowns of the most rare fashion. In faith, I saw the Dutch of Milan's gown that they praise so.
Oh, that exceeds, they say.
Troth, 'tis a nightgown, in respect to yours. Yours is worth 10 sonnet.
God give me joy to wear it. My heart is exceeding heavy.
'Twill be heavier soon by the weight of a man.
Fie upon thee, art thou not ashamed?
Ashamed of what, lady? Of speaking honorably. Is not marriage honorable in a beggar? Is not your lord honorable without marriage? Ask my lady Beatrice else. Here she comes.
Good morrow, cuz.
good morrow, sweet hero.
What, how now? Do you speak in the sick tune?
I am out of all other tune, methinks.
Claps into light, o love. If you sing it, I'll dance it.
You light a love with your heels. Then, if your husband have stables enough, you shall see he shall lack no barns. 'Tis almost 5 o'clock, cousin. 'Tis time you were ready. By my troth, I'm exceeding ill. Hi-ho!
These gloves the Count sent me, they're an excellent perfume.
I am stuffed, cousin. I cannot smell.
A maid and stuffed. There's a goodly catching of a cold.
Oh, God help me. God help me. How long have you best apprehension?
Ever since you left it, doth not my wit become me rarely.
It is not seen enough. You should wear it in your cap. By my troth, I am sick.
Get you some of this distilled Cardius Benedictus and lay it to your heart. It is the only thing for a queen.
There's that freakish fruit with the thistle.
Benedictus? Why Benedictus? You have some moral in this Benedictus?
Moral? No, I have no moral meaning. I meant only plain holy thistle. You, perchance, may think that I think that you are in love. Indeed, I cannot think. If I were to think my heart out of thinking that you are in love, or that you will be in love, or that you can be in love, yet Benedict was such another, and now he's become a man. He swore that he would never marry, but yet, in despite of his heart, he eats his meat without grudging. And how you may be converted, I know not. But methinks you look with your eyes of the other women do.
What pace is this thy tongue keeps?
Not a false Scarlet.
Help to dress me, good cuz, good Meg.
What would you with me, honest neighbor?
Mary, sir, I would have some confidence with you that discerns you nearly.
Brief, I pray. See, it's a very busy time.
Mary, this is it, sir.
Yes, it is, sir. What is it, good friends?
Goodman Burgess, sir, speaks a little off the matter. An old man, sir, his wits are not so blunt. Honest as the skin between his brows.
Yes, I thank God I am as honest as any man living. That is an old man and no honest with mine.
Comparisons are odorous.
Meg, you are tedious.
It pleases your worship to say so, but truly for mine own part, if I were as tedious as a king, I could find it in my heart to bestow it all on your worship.
All thy tediousness on me, huh?
Yea, and 'twere 1,000 times more than 'tis.
I would fain know what you have to say.
Our watch knight, sir, has paid two as errands as any knaves as any in Messina.
A good old man, sir. He will be talking.
Indeed, he comes too short of you.
Gift that God gives.
I must leave you.
Oh, one word, sir. Our watch, sir. And indeed comprehended two auspicious persons. We would have them this morning examined before your worship.
Take the examination yourself and bring it me. I am now in great haste as may appear unto you.
It shall be suffragans.
Drink some wine ere you go. Fare you well.
Go, good partner, go. Get you to Francis C. Culpin and bring his pen and inkhorn to the jail. We are now to examination these men.
We shall do so wisely.
We will spare for no wit, I warrant you. Only get the learned writer to set down our excommunication and meet me at the jail.
Fair cousin, here comes your groom. And there's the friar. Good morrow, holy friar.
Good day, Signor Leonato.
Good morrow to you all. Come, Friar Francis, be brief. Only to the plain form of marriage, and you shall count their particular duties afterwards.
My lord, you come hither to marry this lady?
No. To be married to her. Friar, you come marry her.
Ladies, you come hither to be married to this count?
I do.
If either you have any inward impediment on why you should not be conjoined, I charge you on your souls to utterance.
Know you any hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any count?
I dare make his answer. None.
Oh, what men dare do, what men may do, what men daily do, not knowing what they do. Standing by, Friar. Friar, by your leave, do you give me this maid, your daughter?
It's freely, son, as God did give her me.
And what have I to give back? Whose worth may counterpoise this rich and precious gift?
Nothing, unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, your only noble thankfulness. There, Leonato, take her back again. Give not this raw orange to your friend. She's but the sign and semblance for her honor. Behold, how like a maid she blushes here. Comes not that blood as modest evidence to witness simple virtue? Would you not swear, all you that see her, that she were made by these exterior shows? But she is none. She knows the heat of luxurious bed. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married, not to knit my soul to an approved wanton.
Dear my lord, if you in your own proof have bankers to resistance over youth and made defeat of her virginity,
I know you would say, if I have known her, and she did embrace me as a husband and so extended the way before in sin, no, Leonato, I never tempted with word too large, but as a brother to a sister, showed bashful sincerity and comely love.
And seemed I ever otherwise to you?
Out on thee seeming! You seem to me as dying in ore, as chaste as a buddy earth be blown. But you are more intemperate in your blood than Venus, those pampered animals that rage in savage sensuality.
My lord, well that he doth speak so wide.
sweet prince, why speak not you?
What should I speak? I stand dishonoured that I have gone to lead my friends to some common stale.
Are these things spoken or do I but dream?
Sir, these things are spoken, and they're true.
This looks not like a nuptial.
True, oh God! Leonato, stand I here? Is this the prince? Is this the prince's brother?
Oh, this is so beloved, my lord.
Let me remove one question to your daughter. By that fatherly and kindly power that you have in her, bid her answer truly.
I charge thee dues, thou art my child.
God defend me high in this sense. What catechizing call you this?
To make you answer truly to your name.
Is it not hero? Who can blot that name with any just reproach?
Married, that can hero. Hero itself can blot out hero's virtue. What man was he talking with you yesternight betwixt 12 and 1?
I talked with no man at that hour, my lord.
Then why then are you no maiden? Leonato, I'm sorry you must hear it, but upon mine honor, myself, my brother, and this grieved count did see her, hear her at that hour last night. Talk with like a ruffian at her chamber window, who had married to all the valiant conjurers they had 1,000 times in secret.
Oh, bye-bye, they're not to be named. Not to be spoke of, my lord. There's not chastity enough in language to utter without offense. This pretty lady, I'm sorry for thy much misgovernment.
Oh, hero, What a hero had to step in if half the outward graces have been placed about that daunting counsel of thy heart. But fare thee well, most boundless fair, fare thee well. The pure and fighting and pious purity. Have no man dire here point for me!
Why, how now, cousin? We've received a note.
Come, let us go. These things some death light, smother spirits up.
How doth the lady?
Dad, I think. Help, Uncle. Hero, what hero? Uncle, Senor Benedict, prayer.
Oh, Fay, take not away thy heavy hand. That is the fairest cover for her shame that may be wished for.
How now, cousin Hero?
Have comfort, lady.
Dost thou look up?
Yea, wherefore should she not?
Wherefore? Why, does not every earthly thing cry shame upon her? Could she here deny the story that is printed in her blood? Do not live, hero. Do not open thine eyes. For did I think thou wouldst not quickly die, thought I thy spirit stronger than thy shames, myself would, on the rearward of reproaches, strike at thy life. Oh, she has fallen into a pit of ink, that which the wide sea hath dropped too few to wash her clean again. Saw too little which may season give to her foul-tainted flesh.
Sir! Sir, enough! For my part, I am so tired and wonder, I know not what to say.
Oh, on my soul, my cousin is belied.
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
No, truly not, although I have until last night been her bedfellow.
Confirmed! Confirmed! Oh, that is stronger maid which is forebarred with ribs of iron. Would not the princess lie, and Claudio lie who loved her so that, speaking her foulness, washed it with tears? Hence from her, let her die.
Spare me a little, for I have only been silent for so long. By noting of the lady, I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions. To start into her face, 1,000 innocent shames, and to wipe the street away. In her eye hath appeared a fire that burns the air that is Princess Hall against her maiden truth. Call me a fool, trust not my age, my calling, my divinity, nor my reverence, if this lady lie not guiltless here of this abiding error.
Friar, it cannot be. Thou seest that all the grace she hath left us, she will not add to her damnation. A sin of perjury, she not denies it.
Lady, what man is he you are accused of?
I know that you accuse me. I know none. If I know more of any man alive than that which made a modesty doth warrant, let all my sins lack mercy. Oh, my father, prove you that any man with me converse at hours of me, or that I yesternight maintained the change of words with any creature, refuse me, hate me, torture me to death.
There is some strange misprison in the princes.
2 of them, with the very bent of honor. And if their wisdoms be misled in this, the practice of it lives in John the Bastard, spirit's toil, frame of villainies.
I know not. If they speak but truth for her, his hands shall tear her. If they but wrong her honor, the proudest of them shall hear well of it. Time hath not yet so dried this blood of mine, more age eat up my invention. They shall find, awaked in such kind, both strength of limb and palsy of mind, ability and means and choice of friends, quit me of them thoroughly.
Pause a while, and let my counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter here, the princess of left for dead. Let her be secretly kept in for a while, and publish it that she is indeed dead. Maintain a mourning consternation, and on your old family monument, hang mournful epitaphs set, appertain unto a burial. This shall, well carried on her behalf, change slander to remorse. That is not what I dream on this strange course. Sir Benedict, do you know what I speak of?
Aye, sir, that I do. Signor Leonardo, perhaps by this device, we may yet prove, without it beyond a doubt, that either your daughter lies slandered here before whom I believe to be honorable gentlemen, or, as you believe, their accusations to be truth. Let the friar and I advise you, and though you know my inwardness and love is very much unto the prince and Claudio, yet by mine honor, I will deal as secretly in this as your soul should with your body.
Being that I flow in grief, the smallest twine may lead me.
Come, lady, die to live.
Perhaps this wedding day from whole off.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason. I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wronged.
Ah, how much might the man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
A very even way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world so well as you. It's not that strange.
As strange as the thing I know not. It were possible for me to say, I love nothing so well as you. But believe me not, yet I lie not. I confess nothing, nor I deny nothing. I'm sorry for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear and eat it.
I will swear by it that you love me, and I will make him eat it that says I love not you.
Will you not eat your word?
There's sauce that can be devised to it. I protest. I love thee.
Why then God forgive me.
What offense, Beatrice?
You have stayed me in half the hour. I was about to protest that I loved you.
And do it with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that none is left to protect.
Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio!
Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice.
I am gone, though I am here. There is no love in you. May I pray you let me
Nay,
go.
with Beatrice.
In faith, I will go.
We'll be friends first.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemy?
Claudio, thine enemy.
Is he not approved in the head of a villain that has slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man! What? Bear her in hand till I come to take hands, and then, with public accusation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rancor, no! God, that I were a man! I don't need his heart in the marketplace!
Hear me,
Stop with the man out of the window! A 12%!
Nay, but
Sweet hero! She is wrong! She is slandered! She is a dime!
Beatrice!
Princes and counties! Surely a princely testimony! A goodly count! Count Confect, a sweet gallant, surely! Oh, that I were a man for his sake! Or I had any friend that would be a man for my sake! But manhood is melted into curtsies! That I learned to compliment, and men are only turned into tongues! And trim ones, too! He is now as valiant as Hercules, that only tells a lie and swears it! I cannot be a man with wishing, therefore I would die a woman with grieving!
Very good, Beatrice. By this hand, I love thee.
As if we were loved some other way than swearing by it.
Think you, in your soul, the Count Claudio hath wronged Hero?
Yea, as much as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I'm engaged. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand. And so I leave you. By this hand, Claudio shall render me a dear account. As you hear of me, so think of me. Go. Comfort your cousin. I must say she is dead. And so, farewell.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is amazing.
Oh, dang. As our whole assembly appeared,
Which be the malefactors?
Mary, that am I, and mine. Mark?
Nay, that's certain. We have the efficient container.
I know that girl.
Now to the action. Let them come before Master
Mary.
let them come before. What is your name, Fred? Fred, write down. Blanche. Yours, sir?
I am a gentleman, sir. My name is Conrad.
Woo! Write down, Master, Gentleman Conrad. Masters, do you serve God? Masters, it is proved already that you are little better than false slaves. They will go near to be thought so shortly. How answer you for yourselves?
I say we are none.
Marvelous, witty fellow, I assure you. But I will go about with him. Come you hither, sir. A word in your ear. Sir, I say to you, it is thought that you are false knaves.
Sir, I say to you, we are none.
Well, stand aside. For God, they are both in a tale. Have you written down there? None?
Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. You must call forth the watch unto their accusers.
Master. No.
Oh! Yay, Mary, that's the eftest way, and let the watch come before the masters. I charge you in the prince's name. Accuse these men.
This man said, sir, that the prince's brother, Don John, is the villain.
Oh, write down Prince John a villain. Why, this is flat perjury to call a prince's brother villain.
What heard you him say else?
Mary, that he had received 1,000 ducats of Don John for accusing the lady hero wrongfully.
Flat burglary as ever was committed.
Yea, by mass, that it is.
What else, fellow?
That Count Claudio did meet upon his word to disgrace her upon the entire assembly and did not marry her.
Oh, villain, thou wilt be condemned to everlasting redemption for this.
What else?
This is all.
And this is more, master, than you can deny. Prince John has this morning secretly stolen away. Hero was in this manner refused, in this very manner accused, and upon the grief of this, suddenly died.
Dead?
Master Constable, let these men be bound and brought before Leonardo. I will go before and show him their examination.
Come. Let them be opinioned.
Let them be in
God's my life! Where's the sexton? That she were here to write down the prince's officer, coxcomb.
You're an ass! You're an ass!
Dost thou not suspect my play? Dost thou not suspect my ears? Oh, that she were here to write me down an ass for the masses. Remember that I am an ass. And forget not that I am an ass.
Kill yourself. Tis not wisdom thus to second grief against yourself.
I pray, seize thy counsel. It falls unto mine ears superfluous for such one whose wrongs do soothe. Bring me a father who so loves his child, whose joy for is overwhelmed like mine, and bid him speak of patience. Bring him yet to me, and I of him will gather patience, but there is no such man. Brother, men can counsel and speak comfort to that grief which they themselves not feel. No, 'tis all men's office, speak patience to those that bring under the load of sorrow. But no man's virtue nor sufficiency to be so moral when he shall endure the like himself. Therefore give me no counsel, my griefs cry louder than advertisement.
There do men from children, nothing differ.
I pray, peace. I will be flesh and blood, for there is never yet philosopher that could endure toothache patiently. However they have rich style of the gods made to push a chance in sufferance.
Yet bend not harm upon yourself. Make those that do offend you suffer too.
There thou speakst reason. Nay, I will do so. My soul tell me heroes belie. That shall Claudio know, so shall the prince and all of them that thus dishonor her.
Here come the prince and Claudio hastily.
Good day, good day.
Good day to both of you. Hear ye, my lords?
Leonardo, you have some haste.
Some haste, my lord. Well, fare you well, my lord. He's so hasty now. All is one.
Hey, do not quarrel with us, good old man.
If he could run himself quarreling, some of us would lie low.
Who wrongs him?
Mary, thou dost wrong me, thou dissembler, thou. Hey, never lay thy hand upon thy sword, I fear thee not.
May I bestrue my hand, in faith that men nothing my sword, but it should give your old age such cause of fear.
Hush, hush, man, never fleer nor jest at me. I speak not like a dotard nor a fool, as under privileged age to brag what I had done were I young, what I would do were I not old. No, Claudio, to thy head. Thou hast so wronged mine innocent child in me that I am forced to lay my reverence by. With blonde hairs and bruise of many days, do challenge thee, trial to a man. I say thou hast belied mine innocent child. Thy slander hath gone through and through her heart, and she lies buried with her ancestors. Oh, in a tomb where scandal never slept. Save this of hers, framed by thy villainy.
My villainy.
Thine, Claudio, thine, I say.
You say not right over me.
My lord, I'll prove it on his body if he dare. Despite his nice sense and active practice, his May of youth and bloom of lustihood.
Away, I will not have to do with you.
Canst thou so daff me? Thou hast killed my child. Thou shalt kill me, boy. Thou shalt kill a man.
He shall kill two of us, in men indeed. But that's no matter. Let him kill one first. Win me. Wear me. Let him answer me. Come, follow me, boy. Come, sir boy. Come, follow me, sir boy. I'll whip you from your boarding fence. Nay, I'm a gentleman. I will.
Brother.
Content yourself. God knows I love my niece, and she is dead, slandered us by villains. That dare as well answer a man indeed, as I dare take a serpent by the tongue. Boys, eggs, bag of jacks, milk's up!
Brother Anthony.
Hold your content. Tent. Fashion-monging boys that lie and call, flout, deprave, and slander. Go antically and show outward hideousness and speak off half a dozen dangerous words on how they might hurt their enemies if they durst, and this is all.
Brother Anthony.
Come, 'tis no matter. Do not you meddle. Let me deal in this.
Gentlemen both, we will not wake your patience. My heart is sorry for your daughter's death, but she was charged with nothing but with very full proof.
My lord.
I will not hear you.
No? Come, brother, away. I will be heard.
And shall, or some of us will smart for it.
See, here comes the man we want to seek.
Now, senor, what news?
Good day, my lord.
Senor, you almost come to almost party frame.
Rubo's two have two noses stuffed off with two of them without teeth.
Leonardo and his brother, say how we fought. I would have said we have been too young for them.
The false quarrel, there is no true valor. I came to seek you both.
Well, we have been up and down to seek thee, for we are high-proof melancholy, and we not faint at being away.
And perhaps I shall but do so with my sword, yet it lies in my scabbard as my wit. Shall I draw one?
No, but very many have been beside their wit, but I will bid thee draw as we do the minstrels to pleasure us.
As I am an honest man, he looks pale. Art thou sick or angry?
Nay, just give him another staff, this last is broke cross.
Sir, I shall meet your wit in the career, and you charge it against me. I pray you, choose another subject.
By this light, he changes more and more. I think he be angry indeed.
Well, if he be angry, he knows how to turn his girdle.
Shall I speak a word in your ear?
God bless me from a challenge.
You are a villain. I jest not. I will make it good how you dare, with what you dare, and when you dare. Do me right, or I will protest your cowardice. You have killed a sweet and innocent lady, and her death shall fall heavy on you. Let me hear from you.
Well, I will meet you, so I may have good cheer.
What? A feast? A feast?
In faith, I thank him. He hath bid me to a capstan and a capon, which if I do not carve most curiously, say my knife's not.
Sir, your wit ambles well. It goes easily.
I tell thee how Beatrice praised thy wit the other day. So thou hast a good wit. Right, says we. A great wit. Nay, said I, a great wit. Right, says she, a great gross one. Nay, said I, a fine one. Right, says she, a fine little one. That we spend an hour together to transcribe thy particular virtues, she concluded with a sigh. Thou was the properest man in Italy.
For the which she upped heartily and said she cared not.
But when shall we set the Sabbath boy's horns or sensible Benedict's head?
Yea, in the text underneath, here lies Benedict, the married man.
Fare you well, boy. You know my mind. I will leave you now to your gossip-like humor. My lord, for your many courtesies, I thank you. I must discontinue your company. Your brother, the bastard, has fled from Messina. You have among you killed a sweet and innocent lady. For my lord Lackbeard there, he and I shall meet. Until then, peace be with him.
He is in earnest.
In most profound earnest, and I'll warn you for the love of Beatrice.
Thou hast challenged thee, challenged. Wick,
He's then a giant to an ape, but then is an ape to a doctor to such a man.
but soft you, pluck on my heart and let me be sad. Did he not say my brother was fled?
Who? Come you, sir. If justice cannot tame, she shall ne'er weigh more reasons in her balance. Nay, and you be a cursing hypocrite once. Who? You must be looked to.
How now, my brother's man down, Paraccio?
Hearken to his offense, my lord.
What offense hath this man committed?
Marry, sir, he has committed false report. Moreover, he has spoken untruth. Secondly, he is a slander. Sixth and lastly, he has belied a lady. Thirdly, he has verified unjust things. And to conclude, he is a lying knave.
First, I ask thee what they have done. Third and secondly, what you lay to their charge. Sixth and lastly, why does thou bounce their answer and to conclude? Why?
Rightly reasoned in his own division, there is one meaning well suited.
Master, why are you thus bound to your answer? This reigning constable is too cunning to be understood. Or do you lay to your offense?
Sweet prince, let me go no farther in mine answer. Do you hear me? Let this count kill me. I have deceived even your very eyes. What wisdoms you cannot uncover, these shallow fools have brought to light. Who in the night overheard me confess to Conrad how Don John, your brother, had sent me to slander the Lady Hero. How you were in the orchard and you saw me court Margaret in Hero's garments. How you disgraced her when you should have married her. My villainy they have upon record. And which I'd rather seal with my death than to repeat over to my fate. The lady is dead upon mine and my master's false accusations, and I desire nothing but the reward of a villain.
Runs this speech not like iron through your blood?
I drank poison while he uttered it.
But did my brother not set me onto this?
Yea, and paid me richly for the practice of it.
Or his friend up this treachery and fled off this villainy?
Oh, hero, now thy image doth appear from the rare semblance that I loved at first.
Come, bring away the plaintiff. By this time, our sexton hath reformed Signor Leonato of the matter. And masters, do not forget to specify, when time and place shall serve, that I am an ass.
Here comes your Leonardo.
Which is a villain? Let me see his eyes, and when I know another man like him, I may avoid. Which of these is he?
If you would know you're any wronger, you would look upon me.
Art thou a slave that with thy breath hast killed mine innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
No, not so, villain. Thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men. A third is fled that had a hand in it. I thank thee, princes, for my daughter's death. Record it with your high and worthy deeds. 'Twas bravely done if you bethink you of it.
I know not how to pray your patience, yet must I speak. Choose your revenge yourself.
By my soul, nor I will bend under heavy weights that this good old man can endure me to.
I cannot bid you bid my daughter live. That were impossible. But I pray you both, possess the people in Messina hero innocent she died. And if your love can labor aught in sad invention, hang her an epitaph upon her tomb and sing it to her bones. Sing it tonight. Tomorrow morning come you to my house. Since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My brother hath a daughter. Almost an exact copy of my daughter that's dead. She alone is heir to both of us. Give her the right you should have given her cousin, and so dies my revenge.
Oh, noble sir, your overkind is softening tears for me. I do embrace your offer, and henceforth with poor Claudio.
Tomorrow, then, I will expect your coming. Tonight, I take my leave. This naughty man shall face to face be brought with Margaret, who I believe is packed in all this wrongdoing, hired by your brother.
No, by my soul, she did not, nor knew not what she did when she spoke to me, but hath always been just and virtuous. By anything I do know of her.
Which indeed is not under white and black. This offender here, the plaintiff, did indeed call me an ass. I beseech you, let it be remembered in his punishment.
I thank thee for thy care and honest pains.
Your worship speaks like a most thankful and reverent youth, and I praise God for you.
Here's for thy pains.
God save the foundation.
Go, and I thank thee.
I leave an errant knave with your worship, which I beseech your worship to correct yourself for the example of others. God keep your worship well. God restore you to health. I wish your worship well. I humbly give you leave to depart, and if a merry meeting be wished, God forbid it. Come, neighbor.
Until tomorrow, lords, farewell.
Farewell, my lords. We look for you tomorrow.
You will not fail.
Tomorrow, I will mourn with your own.
Pray thee, sweet Mistress Margaret, deserve well at my hands by helping me to the speech of Beatrice.
Will you write me a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
So high a style, Margaret, that no man living shall come over it, for in most comely truth, thou deservest it.
Why, shall no man come over me? Should I always be kept below stairs?
Most manly wit, Margaret, but it lives as the greyhound's mouth it catches.
And yours is blunt as the fencer's foil, which hits, but not hurt.
A most manly wit, Margaret, it shall not hurt a woman, and so I pray thee, call Beatrice.
I will call Beatrice, who I think hath legs.
And therefore will come. The God of love that sits above. Leander, the good swimmer, Troilus, the first employer of Panders, whose names did yet run smoothly in the even road of a blank verse. Why, they were never so truly turned over and over as my poor self in love. Mary, I cannot show it in rhyme. I have tried. Could find out no rhyme to lady, but baby, an innocent rhyme for scorn, horn, a hard rhyme for school, fool, a babbling rhyme. Ugh. Very ominous endings. No, I was not born under a rhyming planet, nor I cannot woo in festival terms. Hey, sweet Beatrice, wouldst thou come when I called thee?
Yea, Senor! The department you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Oh, then is spoken. Very well now. Yet, here I go. Let me go with that for which I came. Which is, with knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Only foul words. Thereupon will I kiss thee.
Foul words, but foul wind. And foul wind is but foul breath. And foul breath is noisome. Therefore, I would part unkissed.
Thou hast frightened the word out of his right sense, so forcible is thy wit, but I must tell thee plainly. Claudio undergoes my challenge, and either I must shortly hear from him, or I will subscribe him a coward. And I pray thee now tell me, for which of my bad parts didst thou first fall in love with me?
For all of them together, which maintain so politic a state of evil, that they will admit no good part to intermingle with them. But for which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Oh, suffer love, a good epithet. I do suffer love indeed, for I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart. If you spite it for my sake, I will spite it for yours, for I will never love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to woo peaceably.
It appears not in this confession, for there is not one wise man among 20 who will praise himself.
An old instance, Beatrice, that lived in the time of good neighbors. If man do not erect his own tomb ere he dies, he shall live no longer in monument than the bell rings and the widow weeps.
And how long is that, think you?
Question, why an hour in clamor in a quartering room? Therefore, it is most expedient if Don Worm, his conscience, should find no impediment to the contrary, to be the trumpet of his own virtues, as I am to myself. So much for praising myself, who I myself will bear witness is praiseworthy. And now tell me, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And how do you?
Very ill, too.
Serve God, love me, and mend. There too will I leave you, for here comes one in haste.
Lady, you must come to your uncle. Yonder's old coil at home. It is proved my lady hero hath been falsely accused. The prince and Claudio mightily abused, and John, who is the author of all, has fled and gone. Will you come presently?
Will you go hear this news, senor?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy lap, and be buried in thine eyes. And moreover, I will go with thee to thy uncle's. Oh. Oh.
You were there.
Start the prison squad. The Marquis was involved with us on the skull, although against her will, she hears from the truth towards the law in question.
Well, I don't think sorts so well.
But so am I. Being else by faith and forced to call young Claudio to your reckoning for it.
Well, daughter, and you gentlewomen all, withdraw to a chamber by yourselves. When I call for you, come hither masked. Prince Claudio promised by this hour to meet me. You know your office, brother. Be the father to your brother's daughter and give her to young Claudio.
Which I will do, with your own countenance.
Friar, I must entreat your pains, I think.
To do what, senor?
To bind me or undo me, one of them. Truth it is, Leonardo, good senor, your niece regards me with an eye of favor.
That I my daughter lent her, 'tis most true.
And I do with an eye of love requite her.
The sight whereof I think you had from me, from Claudio and the prince. Well, what's your will?
Your answer, sir, is enigmatical, but for my will is your good will may stand with ours this day to be conjoined in the state of honorable marriage, in which, good friar, I shall desire your help.
My heart is with your liking.
And my help.
The moral to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, Prince. Good morrow, Claudio. We here attend you. Are you yet determined today to marry my brother's daughter? I will hold my mind. Follow forth, brother. Here's the friar ready.
And now, Benedict, the very February face, so full of stormy clouds.
Perhaps I merely but think upon the savage bull, and yet, in regards to that, some such strange bull leapt this young man's father's cow, and got a calf in that same feet much like to you, for you have just his bleat.
Hush, fear not, man. We'll tip thy horns with gold. For this I owe you.
Please. What repentance is to be owed to a brother from a brother? Life lives in a semblance of happiness as long as we hold ourselves.
Here come other reckonings. Sit her down.
schedule. So it is.
Which is the lady I must seize upon?
The same as she, and I do give you her.
Sweet, let me see your face.
That you shall not. Not till you take her hand before this friar and swear to marry her.
Take my hand before this holy friar. I'm your husband if you like of me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife, and when you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero.
Nothing certain. One year that defiled, but I do live, and surely as I live, I'm a maid.
The former hero? Hero that is dead?
She died, my lord, but whilst her slander lived.
All this amazement, I can qualify. For after the holy rite surrendered, I will tell you a fair hero's death. But in the meantime, let wonders seem familiar. And to the chapel, let us press
Soft and fair, friar. Which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why? No more than reason.
Why then, your uncle and the Prince and Claudio were deceived. They swore you did.
Do not you love me?
No, no more than reason.
Well then my cousin, Margaret and Ursula are much deceived. For they did swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
Oh, 'tis no such matter. Then you do not love me.
No, truly, but in friendly recompense.
Come, cousin, I'm sure you love the gentleman.
Nay, I have something against it. For here's a halting sonnet, fashioned to Beatrice, written in Benedict's hand.
And here's another, written in my cousin's hand, stolen from her pocket, pertaining her affection to Benedict.
Miracle. Here's our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee, but by this line I take thee for pity.
I would not deny you, but by this good day, I yield upon a great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were to consumption.
Peace will stop your mouth.
How dost thou, Benedict, the married man?
I'll tell thee what, Prince. A college of wit crackers cannot flout me out of my humor. Dost thou think I care for satire or an epigram? No. If a man will be beaten with brains, he shall wear nothing handsome about him. In brief, since I do purpose to marry, will think nothing to any purpose that the world can say against, and therefore never flout at me for what I have said against it. For man is a giddy thing, and this is my conclusion. For thy part, Claudio, I did think to have beat thee, but in that thou art like to be my kinsman, live unbruised, love my cousin.
Well, I have cudgeled thee out of thy single life and made thee a double dealer.
We are friends. Let's have a dance ere we are married, so we may lighten our own hearts and our wives' heels.
We'll have dancing afterward.
First, of my word, therefore, play music. Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife, get thee a wife. There is no staff more reverend than one tipped with horn.
My lord, your bird shall be taken in flight. Bacchus or made to Messina.
Think not on him till tomorrow. I'll devise thee brave punishments for him. Strike up, pipers. Hey! stage. As our closing audience, it is my pleasure to present you with a bit of a special feast for your eyes to lay upon. So, if you would like to join us for some very special and emotional awards, please remain in your seats. Otherwise, the show has concluded. Please feel free. The exit is everywhere, I guess. So, please feel free to find one. Luke, since you're at the end of the line, would you mind grabbing the bucket and the letters? Piano. We do love our dear Claudio, don't we? For any who may be unfamiliar with this custom, it is our beloved tradition to call up all of our adult leadership to the front of the stage so that we can publicly thank them in front of each and every one of you for the countless hours of labor, pain, sweat, tears, blood, creative energy, every other positive adjective that you can use to describe them. And we want to just usher them up for a warm welcome from you all. So, if I could please have our stage manager, Maddie Schneider. Our costumer, India Hooks. Do we have our producer, Miss Ashley Martin, in the audience? We do! There she is! All right. Oh, please, take center stage.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you.
Well, suppose I can call each of you up one by one. First, to Maddie. Every single physical thing that you saw on this set was in her dwelling. If it were not for her, we would not have chairs to sit on, plates to eat off of, masking to hide behind, you name it. Every physical thing, and the general manager of our delightful crew stands here before you. Maddie. Woo! And we are not going to set those in there because there's water at the bottom of the bucket that I just realized. India. Our delightful costumer and pretty much head of makeup, as she both falls into. India has been with us, likewise to Maddie, for many years after both of them graduating as students here from Norwood High School, and they have continued to give back to their high school program that changed them and shaped them so much and brought them so much joy, and they are just paying it forward by helping each and every one of us. India is single-handedly responsible for all of the delightful costumes that you can see here before you. I mean, take a look at that. Isn't that some darn good work? So, India, for your service, thank you. Mrs. Martin.
Yes.
You could step forward for us.
She's here.
Miss Martin is not frequently seen by the cast except in school, where she teaches English and is very beloved by all who have had her, myself included. But in managing our relations with the school to our own program and coordinating fine details, she is our go-to. Everything scheduling, she is there for us. When we have our bigger plays, she handles all of the legal mumbo-jumbo that I myself do not ever want to stick my head into. Please, dear God, help me. But, Miss Martin, if it weren't for you bringing me into Baskerville several years ago, I would not even be here, likely, standing upon this screen to thank you personally. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And last, but certainly not least, is our director, Pat Hodson, who every ounce of magic in terms of you go here, you smile here, you cry here, she handles that. Unfortunately, due to attending some graduations way out west, she is not able to join us for any of our shows. This is actually the first occurrence we have had a show running without our director here with us. But you as an audience have made it truly wonderful, so thank you all very much. And Pat, if you are watching this, I'll keep your flowers alive till you're back, don't worry. We love you, thank you so much for so many great years.
And Sana, please come up.
You gotta get up there now.
As you all know, Sana and Ian are our wonderful seniors of the
unless we have any other awards to present, going once and twice sold. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much all for joining us for the closing afternoon of Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing here at Norwood High School. We hope you will keep your ears tuned for future productions, and should you have any children going through the Norwood public school system, please send them our way. We'll make an actor or a crew member out of them yet. Thank you all very much for watching.